Call Ruth Maguire to be followed by Brian Whittle.
Presiding Officer, the financial framework is clearly predicated on the UK Government actually delivering the Barnett Consequentials that they boasted about earlier this year. Can I ask the Cabinet Secretary what the consequences for the framework will be if the UK Government does not deliver on its promises in the budget later this month?
Jeane Freeman.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful to Ms Maguire for that question. In terms of answering her question, the financial framework, as I said, assumes the full net benefit of those consequentials. In other words, there is no detrimental effect on the Scottish budget in other areas, including on any tax changes that the UK Government may want to introduce. I'd advise members to look to what is almost the last page of the financial framework to see what our anticipation is of demand and expenditure in terms of health and social care, what we will do in terms of what we expect to achieve by way of reforms, and then imagine that if you take out £3.3 billion. And that is the impact of any detriment in terms of those full consequentials not coming to us in either full or in part. So it will destabilise that financial framework, and we would have to look again at that. But it would be more than that. It would be, in effect, a broken promise. And that is significant in terms of how we work together with the UK Government, as they tell us repeatedly they want us to do. Can I take this opportunity to, Presiding Officer, and my apologies, I did not pick up Mr Sarwar's question in terms of service reform. There are two things I want to say on that. One is that our health and social care delivery plan outlines what we need to do in service reform. I'm happy to speak to individual members or to party spokespeople about individual reforms board by board as they might come forward, but also on the wider reforms that we've already set out in terms of our primary care, GP working, our increase in the workforce and any other matters that may be of interest to members.